last DDL command that we need to learn. We've created things, we've learned how to drop big things, we can drop tables, but we haven't learned how to actually drop a column yet. So anytime you need to change a table, whether it's adding or dropping columns, you're going to be using this command. So we're going to alter a table named MyStates by adding the state bird as a column. So every state has a state bird, right? What kind of field is it? It's a text field. Okay, so we're using the same information that you would need in order to have added this in the first place when we created the table. Because remember, when we created the table, we told it this is each of our attributes, what type of data, and any other special things like if it's null or not null, etc. Same thing, we can use the alter table, telling it to drop the column state bird. Okay, so let's switch back over to Access again. Okay, so we're back in Access. We have our create query design. Going back over to SQL. Going to just copy that alter table MyStates bit. Oops, we need to recreate our table because we had deleted that. So look at that, easy recreation. Now we're going to alter that by adding a state bird. Let's check it out. Hey, look, there's a state bird. Text, just like we told it to do. Bam. All right, close that. We can save this by saying alter table. Would we want to have a better name than that for our actual database? Yes, we want to say something like alter, like we could say like add, or maybe like alter MyStates, add state bird, like be, you know, whether you use more of a technical language there or more like add state bird to my state table. You just want to be specific. I'm naming these like this because they are the examples for what we're doing. So we altered our table, and then we can create, go to query design, go back to our SQL. We can copy the text, drop it in there, run it, go back to our MyStates, and our state birds ran away, flew away. Okay, so easy as that. Yeah, so DDL is generally fairly simple. Really, it's just a matter of getting to know the program that you're using and getting used to it. So what do I want you to do with this newfound power to create and destroy and change? Our first homework is actually going to be a combination of this and some of the simpler pieces of the next lecture. Because what I did is I actually took a 2-week crash course of SQL that's like a lot for your brain when you're trying to do everything else. And I broke it into 3 weeks. So this is our easier week. What I want you to do is to take the time to practice with these, maybe take some of the older homework or your project and try to create the relationships, what you see here, like recreate that, like the ERDs inside of your program of choice using the DDL as much as possible, and just getting used to the interface of Access. Take the time to look at the documentation. And yeah, because learning the new program, you just need a little extra time for that. And you also had your exam this week, so I wanted to keep it a little on the lighter side for the class content side. Okay,